Hello Realmers. I currently have more maximum mana than I do life, but it's all worth it because this orb scales with mana, and look, it does like 5,000 damage, and it gets even better. If I go to my vault, I have a Tlatoani Shroud that gives even more mana. I equip this, 900 maximum mana. This orb does 5,600 damage. Of course, I only have like 42 defense and no bonus life, but I'm sure I'll be fine. And this is a horrible place to start. The ancient kaiju is really scary. But I would like to run a fungal cavern, because I have missions to do today as well that I haven't been doing. Let me turn the HP bars on. I got hit like once and it was like half my health. I don't like this. Look at that, 178? That's scary. I mean, I took that hit on purpose, but I have died in this dungeon before using Command Cornea. That's the orb. It was back before Command Cornea was buffed. It used to consume all of your mana by quieting you and had like a 4-second cooldown. Now it's only a 1-second cooldown. It doesn't consume all your mana. So it's like 200 mana at base, 160 because I have Gemstone, and it does 5,000 damage in a huge radius. That's better than Pollen Incendiary, which is a Biomutate. Though Pollen Incendiary does do more damage, it also does consume all your mana. And there's not any way to get around it. It also takes a second to land. I can use this twice in the time it takes Pollen Incendiary to land. But like, look, I've already cleared half this dungeon, and it's been like a minute. This is the fastest fungal cavern I've ever run. There's a yellow guy, actually. That's scary. It's okay. I don't even have to approach it. I can just watch it die from a distance. I can clear all of the minions that are in the wall before they even show up. Of course, Sorcerer can do this as well. You don't need to have this build. A lot of classes can do this, but this is fun. This is the only stat scaling item on Mystic. The curse does have Wizmod, but that's it. And that's not very much, because the curse duration doesn't really matter when you're applying the orb constantly anyways, though it does do a 10.5 second curse within 12.1 dials, so everything's getting cursed with this set. Anyways, I'm going to tank my damage a lot by putting on the health ring, but it's worth it, I think. Just look at this. I don't need it. I've already cleared like half of the boss, and it hasn't even started yet. Look at that, we're already at the next phase. It didn't even get a chance to do his normal attack. We skipped an entire phase by doing this. Okay, so this is going to be scary, but if I do this, this happens. It's just the tail now and the head. So it was actually way more broken another time I did this. The tail was separated from the head, and it wasn't working at all. It was weird. Okay, that was a tight situation I didn't mean to get myself into. And now we're immediately to the next phase. And now we're immediately to the last phase. Okay, that was actually way less dangerous than I thought it would be. I can switch back to Gemstone, because this is normal. Crystal Cavern's not nearly as interesting, because the boss is never more than one target at a time. But the clear will still be very easy, as long as I don't rush into a room and get insta-killed. Oh, and these stupid snakes that are invulnerable forever. They're worms, but you gotta be at the top of your game when you're using this set, because otherwise, you could die. Obviously. I always feel like I'm about to die. I was doing an Infernal Abyss of Demons. That's a new dungeon that was added recently, by the way. But it has red demons in the boss room, and I just walked into the boss room. I didn't see the red demon. Stood directly on top of it. All my health gone. I had like 20 health left. It was horrifying. I did live, though, so I'm grateful for that. I could have died, and it was shooting the parametric shot when I happened to stand on it, but it had already fired it out, so it wasn't going to fire another one for a bit. These things can all insta-kill me, is what I'm getting at. I should be heading for the boss now. I believe it's just up here. Crystal Cavern's way shorter than Fungal Cavern. You can pretty much just go directly to the boss in most cases, and you won't run into any splits along the way. If I go up here, it should just be, yep, that's the drill. It looks like I need a couple more crystals. I should just be able to do this, and then go over here, and do this. I don't even have to go over there. I cleared it. This boss is not much different with the Command Cornea. It does a little bit easier, well, a little bit faster maybe. I mean, it's just a good set. This staff is insanely strong. It's got 5 bonus dexterity and a 5% damage bonus. The rest of the set isn't really set up for single target damage. I do have damage resistance on this, which is good. This doesn't have any offensive stats aside from ability stuff. This obviously doesn't have any offensive stats aside from ability stuff. So this isn't the greatest set in the world. I do have a Orb of Conflict for damaging effect. I don't usually use it for that. I could use that a bit here, because this thing is the worst. Actually, I am going to do that, because this thing, oh, I forgot it gives you speedy. Okay, oops, I won't use that anymore, I decided. This happens, I forgot about this. That would have killed me, I think, if those hadn't been nerfed before, because they used to do way more damage. But they're nerfed now, so it doesn't matter. Anyhow, these do like 400 damage, so I need to not get hit by them. I can just use the orb and kill the boss without even having to shoot it. Cool. A tier 6 seal of the Blessed Champion. That's some interesting enchantments on it. I don't want that, though. More importantly, I completed a mission for that. I get a Royal Epic Quest chest for doing a 1 crystal cavern. Oh, I got sent to Nexus. That means... Oh yeah! Golly, there's a free runes event, so every single realm just has 1 million people. I guess I could fight an Oryx 3 today, but I kind of hate fighting Oryx 3, so I might just do that in my own time. Plus, there's absolutely nothing interesting that happens with the command corner you build in Oryx Sanctuary. The clear is the same because there's 85 people. The bosses are single targets except Beza, but with Beza you're better off stasising the minions anyway. Plus there's 85 people, so they kind of die pretty quickly. It's just not that interesting to do big raid groups with this build because then the enemies are HP scaled and then I don't do as much damage. I am killing these because there's a quest for it. There's no reason to worry about it. This is event content anyways, so it's going to be gone in 2 weeks. I do need to do 2 Cave of 1,000 Treasures for a mission, so I will look for those. They made it a little bit easier to get. If I go to the other Shipwreck Cove, this one doesn't have what I'm looking for. One of the set pieces here does drop Cave of 1,000 Treasures now, in addition to the little ghosts. Here it is. The Washed Up Captain has a 50% chance to drop Cave of 1,000 Treasures. This is pretty much the best way to get it. It's not guaranteed though, but we got it this time. It's grade B. This is interesting. I can actually insta this guy, skipping half the fight. And there's a Demetus. I have no reason to fight Demetus, but I'm going to. I'm going to look for my second Cave of 1,000 Treasures. I have a mission. It's the very first mission, or it's the very 4th mission. Do 2 Cave of 1,000 Treasures. Very simple. You got the rarest low-level dungeon and the most common low-level dungeon for that mission. I wonder if they did that on purpose, or if they just had their random dartboard that they throw darts at to pick missions, and then it just happened to land on Sprite World and Cave of 1,000 Treasures. I'm sure they put a little bit of thought into it, at least. I have absolutely no idea what the thought process behind missions is. Oh my goodness! I forgot I have less defense than I usually do, so those actually put me in combat and could totally kill me. Whatever, I didn't get killed. That's the important part. If I'd gotten killed there, it would have been embarrassing, but also funny, and then the video would be like 2 minutes long. I wasn't wearing gemstone there, but it doesn't really matter. Because I can still insta this. Because I do so much damage. There's another Demetus. Oh, there's a realm encounter. What is this? Daughter of Limon. This can insta-kill me depending on the phase. But that's true for everyone, because there's a phase that will spawn portals that explode, and if you don't see that portal explode on you, it can hit pretty hard. There's another realm encounter. It's a cube god. And I got the final blow on it. That's pretty easy when you have a 5,000 damage item. It only does like 2,000 instantly. There are other items that do like 8,000 instantly when you build them. But that's just what the modern class modernizations are like. This wasn't modernized, it just was like this. And then they removed the nerf to it. And it still doesn't even compare to the class modernizations. Like, 3 years ago, you show this to somebody, they would explode and say this is like the most powerful thing ever. Now, they don't even think about it. Nobody talks about this item, and it's so good. And nobody cares, because it's not single target damage. Clearing power is like the most valuable thing in this game, I think, because you can clear dungeons and you don't have to think. Sorcerer is pretty much the most popular class, because it's just convenient for clearing. This drops the Infernal Abyss of Demons, actually. We could do that. I can just clear it without even going near it because of my equipment. Oh, I got the Infernal Abyss and a tarot card! I actually need those for my build. The tarot cards are used to reroll enchantments for specific stats, so I need to get the Moon Tarot card, which will look for mana enchantments. I need to use it on this. It gives 70 mana right now, 70 extra mana. It has 110 at base. But that can be as high as 130 if I get the right enchantments, so this could be improved significantly. And that's why I need the Moon Tarot card, because without tarot cards, it just feels like a complete waste to reroll items. It's not, but it feels like it. And then all your dust is gone, and then you just feel bad because you didn't get any of the enchantments you wanted. Not even like a bad version of the enchantments you wanted. Enchantments are a whole complicated thing now. I could probably discuss those in more detail, but for now, they boost your stats. You can reroll them to get different ones. That's all you need to know. It costs dust. Dust drops from every dungeon. I have absolutely no idea where I'm going. I think I was supposed to go through this room, though. Here's the red demons I was talking about earlier. I stood on one of these, and it hurt. Look at that. Those do over 100 damage per shot. There's 5 of them. Malphus has way more health in this, and the attacks are slightly more complicated. Plus, there's one new one at the end. I do decent damage. I could be doing more, but I don't want to do more, because this dungeon's scary. Armor broken. I don't have much armor, but I still have a good amount of armor. So being armor broken is scary. Okay, this is the new attack. This one hurts a lot, but I'm going to try not to get hit by it. It's fairly simple to dodge it. for the most part. I'm not dodging the outside shots. I should probably try to do that a little more. Anyway, we're done. Orange bag. The Staff of Eruption! Oh, this item is terrible. I hate this item. It's like the worst thing in the entire game. Why is it like this? It has less range than a tiered staff. It has less damage, and it shoots never, and it has one projectile that doesn't pierce targets. It's like a worse version of Doombow, and it's harder to use, and it's for a class that doesn't need Doombow because it has more range than Doombow. This doesn't even have as much range as Doombow, by the way. I found a treasure room while complaining. I wouldn't have found this if I hadn't gotten the Staff of Eruption, so I guess that's its use. I didn't get anything from the treasure room though, so it's useless. Goodbye. I can clear these pretty quickly. Pretty much one use will take out the monsters. It takes a couple seconds since it's the damage over time that finishes them, but these musical notes will quiet me, so I need to be dodging those. Otherwise I'll be sad for a few minutes. A few seconds. It's not that long. It takes my mana not terribly long to regenerate back because I've got percentage mana regeneration 3 and I've got 900 mana, so that's like just under 12 mana per second, and that's when it's not doubled for being out of combat. Out of combat it's better than energized because energized is only 20 mana per second. Okay, well I'm in combat now. Everything puts me in combat. My combat trigger is 33 damage. That's very low. Okay, that's done. That took way longer than it should have, and now I'm completely blanking on what I was going to do next. I guess Toxic Sewers and Abyss of Demons would be a good place to start. There is a ghost ship too, but it's really far away. Here's a boss that's fun to fight. Normally this thing's really painful because it's got a bunch of targets and whatnot, but I have clearing power, so this shouldn't be too bad. Lair of Draconis. Okay, actually, I do need to do one of these. This is going to be extremely boring because all these bosses are single targets. Actually, this one's got a clearing segment at the start, so that'll be fun to see. There you go, it's fully cleared, but for some reason it still takes a few seconds to end, because I guess I'm just that efficient. So I'm clearing that phase the fastest I possibly can, since the boss hasn't even acknowledged the fact that I started clearing them yet. Anyway, this one's going to be a lot harder to clear, because the minions are annoying in this one. But I still might be able to one-cycle it. Yeah, check that out. I'm so good at this game. This should be pretty easy to clear, because there's minions. Now there's no minions. This is scary, though. Lots of explosions. This phase can't go any faster because you have to do a bunch of clearing to even get to the minions, and then they're invulnerable anyways. I can clear the eggs before I get there using the immense range of the orb. It's like playing Assassin, but better because I do more damage. This fight is so pointless. It's like all just chase phases, and then it's like these are going to go up and it's going to be more chase phases. I wonder, can I hit all of them from the middle if I click right? I don't think I can. Oh, maybe I can actually. It looks like I could. I don't even get anything interesting. All that work for nothing. Now, back to what I was doing before. There's a wizard with no items here. That's weird. So normally you have to clear these things to make the fight a little easier. Normally I wouldn't even clear all of them, but I have the ability to, so I might as well. And there you have it. Now it's easy mode. Now I can clear all the green ones before they even do anything. And now this last phase is really easy with no green orbs. Of course I have to wait 10 seconds for it to start, but then just like that, the hardest realm encounter in the entire realm, the one that nobody ever bothers to fight, is defeated in record time. Okay, that's another encounter down. Didn't even see it alive for a second. I'm unstoppable. That is a veteran encounter up there, I think. Okay, no, it looks like it is a Shipwreck Cove encounter. I hope it's a beer god. No, wait, it's a ghost ship. I saw it earlier. I don't need to theorize. I know what it is. I saw it appear. You've already seen my clearing power at this point, so it's nothing special, especially in a dungeon that doesn't have a ton of enemies in it. No treasure rooms, but that's fine. Davy Jones is actually very fun to fight with this set. Check this out. I have to walk very slowly up here. And he's already staggered. I don't even have to move, technically. Well, I do actually, because they're invulnerable for a few seconds, but there you go. He's staggered. And he's staggered, and he's dead. I don't want to be in this realm. I need to do Oryx Castle. So I should be in the other realm before it gets too closed. Because once it gets above like 70%, every single person on the planet is going to be joining this location for the Oryx 3 run. But we can pretend everything's okay until then. I got silence, so that sucks. Oh, I'm unsilenced, never mind. It's those green, it's those blue. It's the ones in the red robes that silence me, so I should just be avoiding them, but I'm not paying attention, so I'm getting silenced. Abyss of Demons, that's easy enough to find. Just go here, there's a red demon here, red demon can drop it. It's not guaranteed, but I got it that time, so that's good. I don't know why it isn't guaranteed. You'd think that Abyss of Demons would be guaranteed, because Cursed Library is guaranteed, and they're similar difficulties. Oh look, there's a Crystal Prisoner next to the Keeper. I'm gonna focus on the Crystal Prisoner. The crystal doesn't actually heal itself anymore, so a single person can take it out. And that makes it way harder to actually find Crystal Prisoners, and then you get absolutely nothing most of the time. Why does Crystal Prisoner just never drop anything? And then when you do get a drop, it's the Crystal Sword, which nobody actually likes using. I guess I could do the Deadwater Docks, though, because there's an event chest, and I do need to take out 4 event chests, or 3 event chests. So here's the chest. There's also the event dungeon, but I'm going to do that by myself, and you don't get to see it. It's a secret. Okay, actually, you can have a sneak peek. Whoa, is that a rat? We're getting closer to the closed realm, 75%. Honestly, if the realm crashes, I might just give up on trying to do the realm closing mission, because I do not have the patience to close another realm. This has taken longer than a realm normally takes to close. Normally, I swear, they close so fast. Also, this is a massive set piece for an ancient. They aren't normally this big. At least I don't think they're normally that big. It looked very large. This one's, like, not nearly as big, as you can see. Okay, the realm has gone up, like, 7% since I was last here 2 minutes ago, so now that we're getting close to the end, everybody wants a piece of this realm and is closing it very quickly. And so it'll snowball from there. We're already at 58 out of 85. That'll be 85 out of 85 by the end, I imagine. Because people go crazy for free runes, even though in this server, US Midwest 2, it seems like there's almost always an Oryx Sanctuary that gets opened by someone. Anyways, 85%, so we're very close. I guess I could help, or I could just go to the beach and do nothing. I'm gonna go to the beach and do nothing, because I'm bored. Okay, the realm's finally closed. Though I do still have to wait 2 more minutes to actually go to Oryx. The realm is full as well, 84 out of 85. Here we go, Oryx's castle. Hopefully this doesn't end in disaster. Of course, it's an Oryx 3 event, so nobody does Janus, even though there really isn't a reason not to. Now the Wine Cellar Rush actually will do a ton of damage to me because I don't have defense and I'm wearing the health ring. I shouldn't be wearing the health ring right now. I do want to have the health ring on for Wine Cellar though, because this rush will kill me otherwise. It might even kill me despite the health ring because I have 42 defense and these enemies do like way too much damage for what they are. As long as I don't run over them, I should be fine, because they just love to spray out tons of bullets. If I survive this, I should have 100,000 base fame, because I'm only 110 fame away. And I think Oryx probably drops more than 100 fame. And Gemspock drops plenty of fame too, I imagine. These minions drop like 1 or 2 fame each. I forgot about them. I might get 100,000 off of just Gemspock. Nothing interesting happens here with Command Cornea. I've already said all there is to say. Coin time. If I review the footage, I'll be able to see where the coin went. I think it went up. It definitely went up, but nobody saw it go up, so oops. Oh, it looks like somebody is just baiting the boss while expertly dodging every single shot. That's interesting. Who is doing that? It's not you, is it? I'm dying. I'm dying. Okay, so I was too focused on that person who was very legit. White bag? Oh, it's Gambler's Fate with no enchantment slots. Whatever. It's better than nothing. Also, I hit 100,000 base fame. It missed it by exact count, but still, that's almost exact count. 1 second. Okay, so there's like a million cheaters in this run, so it should go perfectly because they're going to cheat every single phase. Well, it's not going perfectly because they're cheating every single phase. I guess I can just look at who that is. I don't mean to witch hunt, but I think we're going to press every single counter. Let me... You. Got you. I've been meaning to discuss the cheating issue for a little while, but I wasn't bothered, and then I disappeared for all the summer. I think this won't be very interesting because of the cheaters, but I did my best. I'll ignore the cheaters for now. What else am I supposed to say, though? I mean, look, we got another counter, because of course we did. Is this what free runes events are now? That took absolutely no work from whatsoever on my end. This game is fair and fun. I'm gonna open this tarot card. The Chariot. Do I have 5 of the Chariot yet? I do. Okay, so watch this. I can type Moo into the search bar, and then I can find the Moo tarot card, and I can forge the Moo tarot card. And using that, I can take my Twilight Gemstone. I am going to lock the mana bonus 4, but I can use the Moos. And I can try to get something better. Mana and speed 3, that's not better. Please, mana and speed 2, no, please. So this is the problem with rerolling enchantments. Oh, there goes everything. I did get life regeneration, which is nice, I guess, but it's a net loss. Look, I'm weaker than I was before. There was 5 tarot cards. That was all of my life savings. Oh, I have 1 more, actually. I don't know where that came from, but I'm out of dust, so I can't even reroll if I wanted to. So there you have it. That's the set I've been using. This is my first 100,000 base fame character. I wasn't good enough to get 100,000 base fame before seasonality was added. And then seasonality was added, so I had no reason to play one character enough to get 100,000 base fame, but this season's the exception, because it was really long. This set is also fun to use and clears absolutely everything, so if you ever get a Command Cornea, now you know what to do with it. Oh, no, okay. Good news, it's over. It's over. It's over already.